Hello. If you're catching the replay, thanks for being here. Appreciate you. I just came to kind of chit chat. I got my boo boo. I really feel like they told me to leave this on, but you see that it's coming. Somebody's calling me. I'm just going to have to take this off. I mean, I still got the bandage on, but it's pulling off. How are y'all? It went. It was pretty. It was the easiest one of all of them. So I'm not really. It's in a little bit of pain, but not really bad. It's really easy. I mean, it looks like it's just a little band-aid, right? Um, how are y'all doing? Everybody good? Had a rough night. I've had a rough night. So, the past couple of weeks, Larry has not been sleeping at all, and it's been really hard. And they've tried all different types of medication to try to get him to sleep. He's had side effects from the medication. It's just not been good. It's not been good. So today is what's Friday? Wednesday night, he was screaming all night long, like yelling, "Oh my God, I'm in pain!" Like loud, okay, all night long. And Shane or I would go running into his bedroom and we'd say, "What's going on? What hurts?" "Oh, I was just looking at my phone." And Shane was like, "You're yelling." And he's like, "Oh, I was looking at my phone." We would leave and come back in the bedroom and he'd start again. "Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm in pain." We'd go running in the bedroom. "Larry, you're yelling. You're yelling. You're yelling in the middle of the night." And he'd go, "Oh, I was just looking at my phone." So we finally decided to take his phone away from him. I pissed him off because I took the phone away. And all night long, he was screaming. That was Wednesday night. So Shane and I had to make some hard decisions about what is best for us. Because at this point, like, we are functioning on no sleep. Like, things are not good. So last night, Shane and I decided that to try to help him sleep, we were going to take his electronics away, meaning his cell phone and the TV. So I walked in there and I was scared to death to go. Like, he's me. I was scared to death to go in there and tell him that we were turning the TV off. But when I went in there, he was asleep. So I thought, hey, phew, I got it. This is good. This is real good. It was like 9 o'clock. So I walked in there and I got his remote and I was trying to turn his TV off and I was having trouble. It was not going off for some reason, but it said it was going into sleep mode. And I thought, oh, well, I'll just take the remote and it'll go off. So I took the remote. Shane and I are in the bed. And all of a sudden, Shane's going, "Judy, Larry's up. Judy, Larry's up." And I'm like, "What?" He's at my door. "Help me find my remote." Bawling his eyes out. "Help me find my remote." So I get up and I said, "Hey, I have your remote, we're going to try to all go to sleep tonight. Okay. So we're going to turn our TVs off and we're going to put our cell phones down and we're going to try to go to sleep. Ah! He starts crying. He starts crying. And I'm like, Shane was like, oh my God. So he starts saying, I want to go home. I just want to go out yelling. I want to go home. Like, this sucks. This really sucks. This sucks. So, I don't know what's going on, to be honest. It seems to hospice, obviously, we're declining. You know, obviously, you know, there's decline. As a matter of fact, our normal routine is I go into his bedroom early. Like, I get up at 5. So I go in his bedroom, I clean up all his trash and clean up his room and pour coffee, water in his coffee, give him a fresh cup. I put his medicine he's got a little coffee cup and I put his medicine in the coffee cup and he always takes it. I've never had a problem. And yesterday I noticed that he wasn't taking his medicine. So it's just like getting worse and worse. And hospice said, Judy, I think we're dealing with dementia, autism, and COPD all at the same time. And it's all like, colliding. And so he's very mad at me right now. He is not speaking at all. He is furious at me. As a matter of fact, the bath lady just came and he won't even speak to the bath lady. He's so mad at me. And he's mad at me because I told him that we have to turn our TV off to go to bed. And he is livid. And it makes it hard on the caregiver when things make sense to me and you, right? You go to bed, you turn the TV off. For someone with autism, having a bunch of electronics going on at the same time stimulates your head. It stimulates your brain. Like, for example, my grandson has seizures. He has to go into the hospital periodically to have sleep studies. What they do is they put flashing lights in his eyes to stimulate his brain while he's sleeping, to trigger the brain. And for someone with autism, the last thing you want to do is have a bunch of flashing lights and electronics going because his sleep patterns, like where you and I might sleep 6 hours at night, 6 to 8 hours at night, Larry sleeps about 10 or 15 minutes at a time, all the time. He don't sleep for 6 hours or 5 hours or 4 hours or 3 hours or 2 hours. He sleeps 15 minutes at a time. So for him, it's normal to be up all night long. But unfortunately, there's 2 other people in this house that have to get up and go to work. And so it makes it difficult when someone's making coffee at 2:00 in the morning, and then the whole house is smelling like Folgers coffee. And you're like, oh God. Or someone's screaming out, I want to go home. Or, oh God, I'm in pain. And the thing that's difficult is he doesn't know how to verbalize. So example, he's screaming out, I'm in pain. And then Shane and I go in there. What's hurting? Oh, I'm looking at my phone. because he's scared to say he's in pain, because he has a fear of the doctor. And he's scared that if he says he's in pain or there's a problem, we're going to take him to the hospital. So therefore, he doesn't say he's in pain. He doesn't tell people what's wrong. So when the nurse came, thank God, I had everything on video because I have camera in there. And she was able to look at the videos of him sleeping and him screaming, oh God, I'm in pain and all this stuff. I'm able to send her the videos and go, this is what we dealt with last night. And then she gets here and she goes in the room. Hey, Mr. Glasscock, how are you? Oh, I'm good. Did you sleep good last night? Yeah. Well, we didn't. And so it makes you feel almost crazy when you're like, but you're screaming, you're in pain. Oh, I was just looking at my phone. Oh, well, let's take the phone away then. Okay. We got to sleep. It makes it difficult. It makes you as a caregiver feel almost crazy when you're like calling hospice. He's screaming he's in pain. And they get here and, oh, I'm good. I'm good. And you're like, you've been screaming all night long and you're telling the nurses you're good. It makes it very difficult to handle. So that's what Shane and I are going through. But this morning, I had a tour. So I was able to kind of get away from it a little bit this morning, which was nice. And I had planned on going shopping for some mums. I thought that might make me feel better. And so I was going to do that. But Larry has chosen to go outside, which is odd. So I can't leave the house with him outside. Therefore, I will not be buying mums today. Shane is not home yet. So I do have to go to the library today because, the baby chicks hatched and the kids are meeting me at the library at 4:00 today. So I do have to go to that. So that's going to be a little bit of outing for me to get away. So that'll be nice. But maybe if he's in shutdown, he won't scream all night long. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at the good side of this. I hate that he hates my guts right now, but at the end of the day, maybe he'll be mad at me and not yell all night. That he wants to go home and he's in pain. He'll just, I guess, lay there and hate me. It's difficult. Yeah, hospice has been my rock. The nurse that came, because she had to come Wednesday night, I thought he had a stroke. Okay, so Wednesday, I had to go to the library. I went live. Then I had to go to the library, and I had a field trip. So I had back-to-back things because I double booked myself. So I went in there before I left and woke him up. And I said, hey, I am leaving to go to the library. I have a field trip today. Your nurse is going to be here, to remind him. And so I did not get in from the field trip till 2:00. So I had not been inside all day. I walk in to his room and he's like this. And I was like, what's wrong with your eyes? And he was like, what? I said, they're crossed. I thought he was having a stroke. I didn't know what was going on. And so I called hospice. I said, his eyes are crossed and he looks glazed over. But I will tell you that me dealing with the center every week, there's one of the gentlemen there that has dementia. And he can be like there dancing and singing, and all of a sudden he stops and goes into a dead, just like a dead stare. And he's like this. And we're like, he's not here. He has no idea where he's at. He has no idea who we are. And then it can turn on and he'll start singing again. It's like it's almost like a light switch going on and off, and you can actually see when it happens, you know? And so it was almost like that. It was like he had glazed over eyes, but he didn't have control of his eyes. So hospice came right away. And Larry's in there talking about football and like nothing had ever happened. And I'm like, am I crazy or did I walk in his room and see him cross eyed? And now he's like normal. It's like you feel crazy. And so, hospice, the nurse set me down and she goes, "You are not alone. I know you feel all alone, but I am here. I am not leaving. I am by you. I'm a phone call away. I am here for you. I know you feel alone, but I am here to hold your hand through this whole thing." And it was so refreshing to me to hear when somebody say, I, I'm your best friend right now. Like, I'm not going to let him suffer. We're going to go through this. But I've never had anyone die in my presence, like in my house. I've never been a caregiver where I'm going through this transition. This is the first time I've ever done this. And so it is very difficult as because you basically what happens is he'll hit a plateau and he's the same and we have no decline at all. And then all of a sudden it's like decline and it's like terrible. He can't breathe. He's, dementia, like, and then he'll hit a plateau and then he's going to decline again. And she's like, that's just how it is. And I was like, is he dying now? And she said, I don't think he's dying now, but it's going to keep getting worse and worse. And so as this happens, I can't help but to go, what's fixing to happen to me? Like, does this mean, like, what does this mean for me? And nobody can tell me, right? Because we don't know. And so it feels scary to me to go, am I going to walk in there one day and he's just going to be dead in the bed? Like, that feels scary to me. Am I going to be in this house all by myself and then I walk in there and he's dead? I would flip my lid. It's like, but I had to prepare myself, right? Because that can happen, and as things decline, like this morning, I couldn't just go put his medicine in his coffee cup because he didn't take it yesterday. So now I have to make sure he puts it in his mouth and swallows it. And, it's like, and there's just a lot. But today I woke up this morning and I was very angry. I was very, very, very angry. I was very angry at a lot of people. And so, you know how sometimes you react out of anger? Well, when I am thinking, I write everything down. I write like what's happening. It's kind of like journaling, I guess. And in the middle of the anger, I was just like, so mad. I was like, they don't have to do nothing. They don't face what I face. They don't understand, and I was just like mad. And I wrote a Facebook post on my Judy Waninger Snead page, and I was very angry. And it was almost like a relief when I posted it because I was very angry. I was angry at my family. I'm angry at Larry's family for not helping me financially, not helping me physically, not helping me mentally. I feel angry. And so I wrote the post and I posted it. And I was like, oh Lord, everybody's commenting. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot the whole world can see that when I post it. And then it was like guilt kicked in. And I started going, was that post pleasing to God? I was like, I was just asking myself questions. Was that post out of love? No. Was that post pleasing to the Lord? No. Was that post showing kindness? No. Was that post dancing? No. I was like, no, no, it was nothing. And I was like, do I delete it? Do I delete it? And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to delete it because oftentimes we try to, especially me, like when I go live in the mornings on Mondays and Wednesdays, I seem so strong, right? I tell you guys how I have to figure out things and how I have to break them down. And it seems like I'm so strong and I'm so far from strong, it's not even funny. And I thought, you know what? People need to see this side of me because everyone thinks I'm so strong. And there's times when I'm not. There's times when I can't do it. I just literally can't do it. And so I decided to, even though that post was mean, it was mean to my family. It was mean. It was mean. I decided to leave it to show people that I'm not perfect. Because sometimes people think, I wish I had the strength that she had. I wish I could break things down. And I thought, I'm going to show a different side of me in my video with talking about Larry that came out yesterday. I didn't cry in the video. I wanted to show you that it's taken me 9 years to figure Larry out. 9 years. It wasn't it didn't come to me quickly. It took a lot of crying, a lot of not understanding, a lot of doctor's appointments that he was never diagnosed. Because we would go to the neurologist and he was good. He knew who the president was. He knew what day it was. You know, picking up on autism is, I don't know what it's like. I've never had a child that goes and someone diagnosed them with autism, so I don't know how they do it. But for a grown adult, I've lived with him for 9 years. And some people are like, he's lazy. He has no common sense. He's stupid. He's different. I'm trying to think of all the words I've heard. He's shy. He doesn't date. He was a shy person in school. He was always kind. What else have I heard about Larry? He's to himself. He's lonely. All these words that people have cast judgments upon Larry. And I want to go, Larry is autistic. Larry has social anxiety. Larry is shy because he doesn't know how to communicate. Larry was double promoted in school. He's not stupid. He was double promoted in school and graduated when he was 15 years old. Ding, ding, ding. He was double promoted twice, but he has no common sense. Ding, 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 ding. He's not stupid. But to give myself grace, I'm the only person that took the time to figure him out. Everybody else just gave him a name. He has no common sense. He's country stupid. He's lazy. He's all these names that people say about him. No one took the time to figure him out. And again, not everybody has 9 years in their back pocket to try to figure somebody out. No one cares about anybody for 9 years to try to figure them out. I took care of Larry simply because he took care of my mom. And I felt like he had no children. He had no kids. He doesn't have a relationship with other people because Larry has no relationship with his brother. He has no relationship with his niece. Here he comes. He's coming in with his walker. He has no relationship with his grandkids. The only relationship he has is with Shane and myself. And that's because we have taken the time to get to know him. And I wonder how many adults out there that are autistic and don't have a diagnosis, and they sit on the couch and feel different. I'm just different from other people, because that's what Larry says. I'm just different from other people. And I bet as I share this story, if someone's watching me that's feels different from other people, I care. I feel you. I watch it. And you're really, just because you do different things than other people, to me, you're unique. That's what makes you you. Aren't you glad you're different from other people? I mean, think about it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Aren't you glad? I mean, really, think about it. But having, he's in the kitchen, having the feeling of feeling different can feel very lonely. As a matter of fact, I was talking to Shane and I said, Larry's birthday is October the 11th, which is, what is today? The 8th? 3rd. Today's the 3rd. When is the 11th? Saturday. So Larry's birthday is Saturday. When it's Larry's birthday, no one comes to see him. Not his grandkids, not his stepkids, not his brother, not his friends, not his niece. No one comes to see him. But you may tell you who does? You. Every year, he gets cards in the mail. He gets cookies. He's gotten gift cards to Taco Bell, different places. And he truly feels love from people that have never met him in person. And that's what, if you're a person that, like, your family let's just say you're at the Thanksgiving dinner table and you're like, oh my gosh, Aunt Judy, blah, blah. Aunt Judy, who is it? Oh my God. Teresa watches this some chick on social media and she thinks she's her aunt. Oh my gosh. You know how Teresa is over here thinking she's BFF with some girl named Aunt Judy. If people are not on social media and you start talking about like your friends on social media, you look like the different person, right? You look like the crazy train. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for someone to understand the relationships that you have with people on social media that you've never met in person, right? It seems crazy. It does. But you and I know that that's so far from the truth, right? It's like, no, you don't understand. We're friends. Um, and Larry feels that way. He calls one of the ladies that follows me, her name is Lorraine. Okay. And she's mostly on Facebook. Larry thinks that's his girlfriend because she sends him stuff all the time. Like she'll send him pencils, or she knows he likes to spiral, crossword puzzles. She'll send that, or she'll send cookies, or that she writes him a love note. And he says, is this from when Friday, when some of the backup dancers showed up? Retha sends him stuff all the time in the mail. Retha Charlotte. She always sends him cookies and things like that. But she don't write him love notes. She just, enjoy Larry or whatever. But Lorraine writes him letters, okay? And so he thinks Lorraine's his girlfriend. So when Friday came and I was introducing, I said, this is Retha, the lady that sends you cookies. And I was like, oh, and he thought that was his girlfriend, Lorraine. And so when I got back in the house, he goes, was that my girlfriend? I said, no, your girlfriend's coming at the end of October to meet you because Lorraine is coming. She retired and she is going to travel. I forgot where she lives, but she's talked her husband into bringing her here to meet Larry and Shane and I. And I said, no, she's coming for your birthday. She's coming to meet you for your birthday. And it means a lot to him. But I'm grateful that you guys take the time out of your day to do that for him, to send him cards, because he feels loved. And unfortunately, because Larry is an introvert and Larry doesn't communicate, like if his grandkid came over here right now, he didn't say a word to him. And like the youngest grandson is 10. So a 10-year-old doesn't understand why Papa doesn't have anything to do with him, right? He doesn't understand. So he didn't really have a relation. He don't really know Papa. He just know Papa sits in the bedroom and does word searches and lives with Judy. So like none of the grandkids really have a relationship with Larry. So that therefore there's not a really connection because Larry doesn't try. He doesn't, it's not that he doesn't care. It's just he doesn't try to talk to people and communicate with them and build a relationship with them because he has autism. It scares him. He's scared he'll do something wrong. He's scared he'll make them mad. It's a fear that he lives with. And it's sad. But he hates my guts right now. It makes me feel guilty though. I'm like, but you can just, in your mind, if you're living with someone, you and I would be mindful of who we were living with, right? We would be going, oh, I don't want to turn the TV on. I don't want to wake them up. Or I, I need to do for myself because they work. They're married. I need to go into the nursing home for 5 days. Let me go into this nursing home and let me make the best of it and give Shane and Judy some time together. They take care of me all the time. So let me go in this nursing home and have a good attitude and let Shane and Judy have some time together. His brain don't work like that. He goes into, don't take me. Please don't take me to the nursing home. You're only going for 5. I can't go. I can't go. It goes into panic because he can't break his routine. If he breaks his routine, he can't breathe. Me turning the TV off is breaking his routine, even though he don't watch it. He's got to have it on. He don't use sound. Okay? There's no sound on the TV because he can't hear. It's just the TV. You would think you and I, if we slept 15 minutes all night long, we're like, God, I'm exhausted. I literally slept for 15 minutes. I'm cross-eyed. I am so tired. I've got to lay down. That's normal for him. These little 15-minute naps, here and there, 10-minute naps, that's normal to him. It's crazy to us, but it's normal to him. But at the end of the day, Shane and I have to get up and go to work. Right? So, well, he's inside. I guess he made himself a sandwich. I had just went to the grocery. I had groceries delivered, so I saw him get the sandwich stuff out. So I guess he's got his 2 sandwiches in his in his in his refrigerator that he has to have at all times. We've been out of bread for 2 days, so it's driving him crazy because he don't have 2 sandwiches in his refrigerator. So maybe I can go get my mums I wanted. What color should I get? Let me see what y'all are saying. I'm reading your message, Vera. Um, Faye Bailey, we have one of those, and I told Shane I was going to set that up where you can turn the TV off. But if he has a remote, he'll just go turn it back on. we tried things. We tried to put him in control. You need to turn your TV off when you go to sleep. He won't do it. Martina Van Camp. Yeah, I know if you deal with autism, you know what I'm talking about. Um, it's difficult. And you're right, Mary. You don't know unless you're living with them. You don't. Teresa, Loretta, you're right. Just because your voice frustration and anger doesn't mean you're not strong. Sometimes it takes strength to tell people exactly how you're feeling and not hold it in. You're right. That's a true statement. Jane, you need to release sometimes, and you do. But a lot of people, you don't need to release on you don't need put all your business on social media. That's what people say. Um yeah, thank goodness for hospice. As a matter of fact, I called the hospice manager this morning and I said, "When is y'all's next meeting, like group meeting?" And she said Monday. And I said, "Can I please bring like Chick-fil-A biscuits for y'all and some donuts or something just to say thank you for caring?" And she was like, "Oh, they would love that." So Monday morning, I know I go live at 7. I have to be at hospice at 8:45. So I figured I'd go live and then I'd take you guys with me to go get the Chick-fil-A and donuts and we'll go give it to hospice. Those guys work hard. People in hospice, they've got to have, you know, to deal with death and deal with people like me, you know. It can be oh yeah, the burgundy moms. Oh, those are so pretty. Uh, oh, Loretta. I mean, Teresa, Loretta. I didn't know that the remote wouldn't work. I thought the remote would override that. I didn't realize that the remote won't turn on. I couldn't get I had his remote and I couldn't get the darn TV to cut off last night. It went into sleep mode, and you know what he did all night? He's on camera. He's literally sitting up in his bed staring at the TV with no picture, as if he's watching TV. I guess that was dementia. I don't really know. Your father-in-law's been in hospice for almost 2 years. Larry's been in hospice, I'd probably say a year and a half, something like that. Hospice people are angels on earth. Listen, I could not do without hospice. And the great thing is, like, I used to get frustrated because somebody was at my house every day. But now I'm like looking at my time going, are they what time is it? They're gonna be here in 30 minutes. I can't wait. Like, because I don't feel alone, you know? D, uh, Larry's not sleeping at all. He's up making coffee at 2 o'clock in the morning. He's up walking the floors all night long. He's screaming in the middle of the night. So Shane and I are trying to turn off electrical, like the TV, his cell phone, to keep it dark so that it won't stimulate his brain and keep him awake at night. That's why we're doing that. Y'all, Jack's eye looks so good today. I mean, I cannot believe that. I'll send y'all a picture. But his eye looks so, 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 so much better today. It's the best it's been since day one. It looks like someone's just took a magic marker and drew a black spot, and that's it. I mean, you obviously can tell he doesn't have an eye, but it's like so much better today. He was letting the lady at the tour pet him. It was so cute. Jack's so wonderful. I love Jack. Yes, he is so fresh. Let's talk about Saturday's video. Saturday, um, y'all have not seen. Can y'all believe we got Shane Snead trying to use his phone and film? Listen, we have come a long way, you and I, with Shane. We went from he hated social media, don't put me on social media, to he lets me now put him on social media. He's gone live with me maybe twice, maybe. We still ain't there on that. But he has started using his camera to film. I'm like, what the Shane Snead? So Saturday's video is Shane filming some of his stuff. So when y'all see Retha, I was just talking about you. Um uh so is some of Shane's filming. Now, granted, I might be tooting my own horn, but I'm the person that's editing. So like I take out his finger and I have to raise his volume in certain places and I have to do an overlay because there was one part in the video, and this is what he's doing, y'all. It's so funny. He don't watch me. He's filming, and this is what he's doing, and he's talking to you, and he's trying to like. I'm like, dude, your head is not even in the video. Like, what the heck? You've cut your whole from here up. I'm like, so I'm trying to hold his hand. I'm trying to explain to him how to video. I said, Shane, I can edit. Don't do the video for like 4 seconds. like, make it a story. And so I'm trying to show him. I'm like, if you film this particular thing like that you're talking about, I can overlay it. And when you're talking about it, I can show him what you're talking about without doing this. You know what I'm saying? He's like, gotcha. You're like this. I'm like, slow your camera down. When you film, and then bless his heart, he was filming like this. I'm like, Shane, Facebook, you film like this. YouTube, you film like this. It's crazy, I realize. But you got to film this way because when I edit, it's on iMovie, and iMovie makes you edit this way. You can't do it this way. So he's learned that, and he did really good. I mean, considering it's his first time. So after he did it, I put it together and I showed him. I said, let me show you how I make this video come together. And so I began to show him. I said, if you film this particular thing for 5 seconds, I'll overlay it through your video so people can see what you're talking about. So once you do the video, I need you to go back for 5 seconds and show me what you're talking about so I can put the whole video together and make you look like a professional. I said, listen here, Joker, I want you to know that I make you look like an absolute rock star on social media. All these people think you're the bomb.com because of my artwork and editing. Just to let you know. I said, so every time you get mad at me, just to let you know, it all comes from me. It's nothing great and wonderful you've done. I put Superman music to it to look like you're Superman. It is funny how when you edit, you can take a video and set the mood. You know, like if you want something to be suspense, you can add a little bit of suspense music to it, and the video so much more. I don't know what the word is. it makes it look so much better. Like if Shane's out there with a flashlight and I start doing suspense music, it makes you, what's about to happen? Oh my God. Oh my God. It makes you feel that way. Where if I just showed the video with him with the flashlight, you're like, what's he looking at? You know what I mean? It's like so editing. I love to edit videos. I love it. It's fun to me. It's like trying to make something that was thrown together, make it into a beautiful video, because I have to do that a lot because I don't have time to video sometimes, and I have to just do pieces and try to piece it together into a story. And so, I'll tell you this. Let me give you an example. One of the cool things about being a YouTuber. Okay, I ain't no big dog, right? So it ain't like I'm over here making a killing. Okay, so I'm just a beginner. But the cool thing about being a YouTuber is for companies, like let's just say, like for example, I think Jason have y'all seen Jason's from Coghill Farm? He's got this video camera. It's not his phone, and it looks, I don't know, it's about this size, and he just walks around and films like this. I don't know if he's ever actually showed you on a video, but it's this new camera, and it's like $1,200. Okay, Meemaw here can't pay for one. Okay, so I use my cell phone. I don't have anything fancy, but it's like a $1,200 camera, and it's called a 365 camera or something, and it's for editing, and the camera like follows so you don't feel all out of place. Like he's upscale, right? Meemaw here doesn't have that. Well, at Pedals from the Past, I noticed Nick from Chestnut Hills had one. I'm like, oh, trying to be a big dog, aren't you? Trying to be Jason and Brooke. Now, you got all the big. I just kid with them because I love them. I'm like, you got all the nice camera. No wonder your videos are doing so good because you got all that high tech quality crap. I'm just giving him a hard time. And then what do? Okay, let me see how much that costs. I'm like, okay. What's it called? What's it called, Nick? And he told me, and I go look, and I'm like, crap, it's $1,200. Forget it. Well, being a YouTuber, companies reach out to you all the time. Hey, if I send you this, will you do a video? For example, Shane's new laser machine. That nice laser machine that he made peacocks and stuff on. That is an $1,800 laser. They called me and they said, if I send you this laser, will you try it out and do a review and try to, will you do a video on it? And we say, yes. Well, okay. So what happens with that? Some of those people, like it depends on how big your channel is. Some just give you a free product and then they'll go, we'll give you a discount code and you make money off the discount code. Then some people say, if you do a video, I'll give you $750 if you do one full video for me. Well, a lot of creators, especially big creators, they won't do that because it's almost like, do y'all really want to watch Jason try to advertise his camera? That hurts his numbers because you're like, I could care two craps about your camera. Like, I want to know about Peaches the pig, right? So Jason probably chooses not to do that. But there are some channels that go, this is a sponsored video, and they show you the product. Okay, well, when it comes to Judy Snead, some videos I have been paid on, but most of them, because I'm a smaller channel, I don't necessarily get paid. I may have been paid on too. So recently, people have sent us cameras, which we've needed. So I said, come on, bring them on. But guess what? This company reached out to me for the little fancy $1,200 camera. It was almost like, did they hear what I said? Because they sent me a message and said, would you be willing to test our camera out to do a video? I'm like, sure will. Come on, bring it on. So I'm fixing to get that camera. I don't think it's the same brand as theirs. I'm sure it's a cheaper brand, but I'm fixing to get to try out that camera to see if my videos get better. So I'm excited about that. But we've gotten a chainsaw, a pole saw, the laser, several bird feeders. We're getting the camera. Shane got some new binoculars to try out. We've gotten timers for our water hose. We got Larry's clicker for his lights. Just like, that's my favorite thing about being a YouTuber, is because you get free crap. I just think it's cool to, I don't know, it's just nice that, it's just nice to, I don't know, get something for free. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, like, I always tell people, I'm like, I'll do a review, but I'm just here to tell you right now that if I don't like it, I'm not doing one. I'm not telling people to buy your product if it's crappy. So you're welcome to send it to me, but if it's junk, I'm not doing it. But I'm really hoping that I can be Nick and Jason with my camera. Look at me. And I didn't buy it. I saved my $1,200. I'm just playing. It may be good. It may not be good. I forgot the name of it. But that's, to me, editing videos is, I mean, obviously, it's just fun to me. I know this is silly, but I feel like a tech guru that I'm not when I edit a video. And I try to see how great I can make it. And I learn something every day. So it's very like fun to me to edit a video. And I told you guys, it takes me like 2 hours to edit a video. It is not like quick for me to do it. That's why I like when your views are absolutely awful. You're like, dear Jesus, it took me 2 hours to video it. It took me 2 hours to edit. I paid all this money for background music, because you have to pay for that crap for the most part. And I'm like, and 60 people watched it. I did all that for nothing. But it is for something. I enjoy it. But I would just say that it is pretty cool to get free stuff. I do like that. But it's nice to figure out when it's something that you like and something that you use, trying to figure out how to edit in a video. And like, some people that send you products, they want to tell you how to do your videos. And you're like, Joker, let me just tell you, you let me worry about the marketing. I know my people. Okay. If I do a whole entire video on a laser machine, they're going to go, why is she sending us this? But if I show you short segments and show you what Shane is doing with the laser, you know, people are more apt to go, oh my God, that is so cool, versus me going, unwrapping a box and showing you each little thing. They don't know how to market. But see, if you think about it, it's cheaper for them, for a business, to send a product to me versus make a commercial and have it advertising. It's more economical for them to send YouTubers free products and let us do it versus them do all that. them to pay YouTube, let's just say, for a commercial to come on our videos. They'd rather us make the video. That's how I guess they're um but when you start growing, people will just start messaging you left and right. I, somebody wanted to send me an air conditioning unit. I was like, an air conditioning unit. But you get all kinds of stuff. I am very surprised that makeup people doesn't contact me. Maybe it's because they look at me and go, that jugger has no clue how to use her makeup brushes. And she is not touching my product. You know what I'm saying? But I thought you would think that because I get ready in the mornings and go live, you would think somebody go, hey, if I start sending you some foundation, will you try it and try to tell people what you're using? Because people ask me all the time, what are you using? I'm like, Estee Lauder Double Wear. I got it from Ulta. You can get it from Belk. You know, but I've never had anybody, oh, you're getting commercials? Um, but no one's ever reached out for me for makeup. I'm really surprised. Rhonda, you do know how to market. Um, it looks like some of y'all are getting commercials and some of you are not. Does it pick up where I left off or do you miss it? I don't even know how that works. You know what's so funny? Is I'm a YouTuber and have no idea how YouTube works. I'm learning myself. Um, I mean, I don't really like. I get all this stuff. They say there's a YouTube shop. I don't even understand how to get to it. I really should take some time to learn it. Uh, but I think Shane Snead's here. It says somebody's up my camera too. It's him. He don't know I'm live. Let's see what he does when I walk in.
What are you doing?
I'm just staring at myself in the camera. I'm just sitting over here putting my lipstick on. What you doing? You're peeing on yourself. You want to go to the library with me?
No, Darian's coming to bring that truck.
He's come tell him what you're doing. Can y'all hear him peeing? I'm so sorry if you can't. Listen. This is why makeup people don't call me. Because I look like a kindergartner putting on my makeup. Come tell them what you're building.
I'm washing my hands.
Wash your hands. Well, come talk to him for just a minute. I told him your video is coming out Saturday of you filming.
What am I filming?
Your video that you filmed is coming out on YouTube on Saturday. I told him you're becoming a big dog.
I don't know about all
big
that.
dog.
I don't know about all that.
I told him that how I make you look like a rock star on social media.
Maybe,
Listen,
I guess.
We've been talking for maybe an hour, right? And this dog that's in the cage has not said a word.
The baby, where your
But what happens is when Shane Snead walks in the door, his dog goes to crying like he has absolutely been in jail all day long, miserable.
Has he been locked up for an hour? And you've been sitting here for an hour, and he ain't been out of cage to lay up here on the bed.
That dog,
She abuses my dog.
that dog is so
She's
far up
mad because
Shane's.
they're mine and they won't have anything to do with her.
I
so
do
she-
need to tell you something.
Oh, was it?
Hey, he'll be there in a minute.
Oh,
Let
God.
him out.
Your mama's been so
He
ugly
can't
to you.
stand
Come
it.
on. Your mama's been
Oh,
ugly
y'all
to
can
you.
see my bed's not made.
All right, where you got? I gotta go in
Okay,
look.
there is this lady that has Dotson that's pregnant that we know. Oh, the girl that went with me to Addie that went with me to the library.
They go, boy, I love her name.
See what it's sick. It's like sickening watching them all. They're having babies.
Oh yeah. These
Can
are
I
two
get a-
babies. These are two babies. These are two babies. these
Can
are
I
two
get a
babies.
dog?
No.
You got 2 dogs and I have none.
Well, you ought to learn how to treat animals, and they'd love you.
I want a dog. And you're not allowed to feed it?
Look, you got 3 right here.
I want a dog.
Yeah, maybe when these are gone, maybe one of these days. These dudes love
Shay, nobody likes me. They all like you.
That's probably
Even
some-
the kitty
That's
cats.
probably something you ought to search within yourself. Is the reason why there's. It has no.
No, you
Has
mean
nothing to do with the animals, because all you gotta do is give a little bit of love.
no, you know why they like you? They use you.
Yeah.
They use you for treats. They use you for a handout at the table.
They use me to lay on and sleep with at night.
They
use
usually
me for
the lick.
loving. Oh, they use me for loving.
They use you. I'm the disciplined one.
Well, at least-
I'm the one that has to
At
discipline.
least I get something out of it. I get loving. I gotta go. Everything.
You didn't tell them what you're building.
I ain't building. I'm
Come-
rebuilding.
What do you? I don't even really know what you're talking
I'm
about.
rebuilding the truck bed. I gotta eat something.
There's some pizza in there. There's some rotisserie chicken in the drawer. He is building. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to say it right. He's rebuilding the bed of a truck or something like that. So he went this morning to get. Hey, will you film this project? Please?
Yeah, I'll try.
No trying. Film it.
Okay.
Do a good job. Not 4-second videos.
Okay.
Do your overlays. Do a good job. Something about I think it's the bottom of the bed of the truck he's rebuilding or something. I didn't even know you could do that. I don't even know what he's talking about, to be honest. You know, he built 2 beds, but they were a welding truck, like drawers and a flatbed. But I'm not understanding what he's fixing to do. But the guy's bringing the truck here right now. I don't know if it's a flatbed. I have no clue. The guy's not here yet. I don't know. I mean, do a good job. Yeah, because when I edit his video, it takes like 4 hours. Because I'm like, Shay, nobody wants to see your belly button. Show your face. Get your finger out of the camera. And when he's filming me, I promise y'all, it's like this. I'm like, hey, will you film me feeding the animals? And he does this. I'm like, look at the camera. But he don't look at the camera. He just starts going like this. I'm like, I have no help. Like other YouTubers that are couples, they know how to film. Like Brooke could film for Jason, or Zoe could film for Nick, Or I wonder if Tom can film for LaWanda. I bet he can't. I bet LaWanda's in my shoes. I bet you money. I bet Tom can't film. Mary, I know you're on YouTube. Does your husband film?
Judy, when you get time sometime, will you take me a ride on that side by side?
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Okay. Appreciate it.
He's not mad at me anymore. He done forgot he's mad at me. Oh gosh. He asked me to take him for a ride on the side by side. That's the first time he's talked to me today. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to take Papa Larry on a ride. Oh, I can't do this to my hair. It breaks it. Maybe his dementia kicked in and he forgot he hates me. But tonight when I go in there and turn his TV off, he's going to be reminded that he hates my guts. Okay. Thank you for joining me. The video will come out. I thought about changing my video to another day because football season's kicked in high gear and nobody wants to watch YouTube on a Saturday. But I think I'll just keep my same schedule. Thank you for joining me. And as always, thanks for supporting me and being so kind. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.